the top of the start ramp here. This is Pat Casey getting the party started. Be on the lookout for smooth style, and this guy has a crazy rotation to his tricks.
Yeah, Pat Casey dropping it in with a triple tail whip 360.
He got a little
into a bar spin flip. Came up a little bit short, but then the truck to tail whip. I mean, these are tricks that have never even been done like on one jump, let alone 3 in a row, no problem. And these kids are just cutting sick right out of the gate.
Watch the
1,
landing.
2, 3, triple tail whip 360 on the first set. Into a bar spin flip, perfect rotation, everything coming in smooth. Case just a little bit on that second set, but still had enough speed to do that truck driver to tail whip.
Slipped the pedals there on that last one, but he did not dab him down there on the landing ramp. So the best possible run score you can get out here is a 10. The 5 judges in the booth are working off of a 1 to 10 scale. They average those 5 scores together. This is Alex Colborn out of the UK, known for being one of the most technically progressive riders around.
Yeah, I met this kid this morning, actually. I've watched him on Instagram for years, doing it with a bar spin backflip to a 360 triple tail whip, truck driver to 7. I don't even know why these guys are... Where do they get these tricks from out of their brains? Like, this is video game stuff.
And it's insane how rapid fire they have to put them together 3 jumps in a row.
Nice, big, juicy backflip 360. Oh, here we go, 360 double tail whip, triple tail whip into a truck driver 720. I mean, these are insane tricks right in a row. I don't think they've ever been done right in a row like this.
All right, so Pat Casey in the top spot with a 6.68, but Mr. Colborn, second rider in, he gets a 7.96. Remember, as we go through this, the best possible run score you can get is a 10. Daniel Sandoval up next. He is your 2015 X Games BMX Park gold medalist. He's known for a big, explosive style.
Daniel Sandoval starting off with a downside 360 tail up to bar spin, to truck driver, to bar spin. I mean, this is
bar spin back.
Super tech, yeah. I mean, truck driver to tail to bar spin is crazy. Downside whip to bar spin, no problem. If you take a look, he has no brakes on his bike. And there's a double tail whip to no-hander. Then he does a truck driver, which is a 360 bar spin to tail whip to bar spin out.
And there's just so much going on. And look at that, the highest single run score we've seen thus far. We're 3 riders deep so far, and we're already knocking on the door almost around a 9 with an 8.50 that puts Sandoval in the top spot. Out of Wisconsin right now, we've got Colton Walker. This young man right here excels at park and dirt, but loves to ride a little bit of everything.
Yeah, you can't be mad at that. Coming out of Wisconsin, out in the middle of nowhere, this guy's doing 360 double tail. He wanted a bar spin right there. Oh, it looks like he had to throw it away on that last one there. Going for a bar spin to tail whip, but I think at the end of the day, he couldn't get that tail whip.
As they hit the eject button there. But again, it's 2 runs per rider out here tonight, and it's the best run that counts.
That was gonna be a bar spin tail whip at the same time, so that's pretty super tech trick right there, but just couldn't get it done.
That's wild because he's letting go of the bars at the same time as he's going into the whip. So Daniel Sandoval, your current leader here as we get to the halfway point of round 1 out of 2. So yeah, he's down there with just a little over a 4, so going to use that one as a throwaway run. Right here, you're looking at a 2-time X Games BMX Big Air gold medalist. He's got dirt skills and vert skills as well. It's Colton Satterfield.
Looks like he has Mira on his shirt, and that was a Mira trick right there. 360 backflip, no-hander. Oh, that was a Cam White, a la Cam White right there on that last set. Bar spin to tail whip backflip, which is a massive trick.
Colton's known for throwing down some insane combo moves as we take a look at some slow-mo highlights.
360 backflip no-hander is a beautiful trick. To bar spin to tail whip backflip on that last set. I'm very impressed.
He perfectly catches his feet on the pedals, and yeah, you see Dave Mirra right there on Colton Satterfield's shirt, so he needs an 8.50 or better. He'll get an 8.12, so that'll slide him into second. So it's Sandoval, Satterfield, and Colborn, your top 3 as of right now, with 3 riders left to go here in round 1. And this next one here, TJ, he's an explosive trick machine. It's Logan Martin.
Yeah, we got a backflip tail whip to no-hander into a triple tail whip and a front flip tail whip. Landed a little long on that last set there, or else he would have pulled that run. We might have saw our new leader right now, but at the end of the day, I think he's going to go back up there and send a run just like that. I mean, that front flip, tail whip, just barely coming off the pedals there at the end because he landed so flat.
That
just couldn't put it together.
That right foot was resting on the crank arm. He was trying to slide it back up to the pedal, so that'll give him a 4.54.
If you notice, he didn't have brakes, so if he would have had brakes, he might have been able to hold on to those brakes. This kid here, Nick Bruce, is a great kid. Doing it for torque, this guy's no joke.
Known for his technical skills, he's in for his first of 2 here tonight.
360 backflip no-hander. goes down hard, but you know what? This kid is made of bricks. Look at him. He's no big deal. Just brush it off.
I mentioned progression and innovation. Like, it seems like every year BMX tricks get so much more insane, and these guys just get up from these epic crashes and walk away from it.
So then right here, he got a little greedy and tried to triple tail whip
in a backflip.
Yeah, and then his feet just slipped right off there. He was over-rotating a little bit on that backflip as well. So I think that triple tail whip might have thrown him off access just a little bit. So that's his throwaway run. He'll come back strong in the next hit, I bet.
All right, so Daniel Sandoval, still your current leader with that 8.50, but up next is our top qualifier out of the semis. He's a featured rider on the Nitro Circus Live Tour, excels at park and dirt. This is Brandon Lupos from Australia.
Yeah, Brandon Lupos looks good.
Yeah, he's been on point all weekend out here in practice.
Backflip tail whip, smooth backflip tail whip. Oh my goodness. Going for a 1080 right out of the gate off the second set.
Out of a backflip tail whip and trying to do a 1080. That's
insane.
3 rotations around if you're sitting at home on the couch and you're like, hey, that's a lot of fast math.
Gosh, look at the backflip tail whip, and you think, okay, now he's just doing a backflip tail whip, but no. He comes out here and tries to spin that second set 3 times right out of the gate. Landed a little bit back wheel heavy, wasn't able to get that front wheel down, and took that slam pretty hard.
All right, so that is the end of round number 1. We still have one more round left to go. It's Daniel Sandoval currently sitting in the lead, but everybody still gets one more run left to go here. This contest is up for grabs. We've got more BMX triple hits when we come back to Nitro World Live. Welcome back, everyone, to the Nitro War Games. We're live here at the Rice-Eccles Stadium, just to the east of downtown Salt Lake City, Utah. We are in the middle of BMX Triple Hit. We've completed round 1 out of 2, and this is where we stand so far. It's Daniel Sandoval sitting in the top spot right now with an 8.50. Colton Satterfield not too far behind him, and then Alex Colborn holding on to that 3rd spot as of right now. But it's best run that counts. Everybody gets one more shot at it here, so we could see that leaderboard change quite a bit as we bring back in Pat Casey.
Yeah, Pat Casey is no joke. 360 triple tail whip landed very, very long into a bar spin to no-hander. Truck driver to double tail whip 360.
Are you kidding me? How did that save after landing long and having to throw basically a setup trick over the second set to regain his speed? That was huge.
Yeah, the first set he had to go a little bit bigger than normal, doing a triple tail whip 360, landed very long, had no speed, but still was able to get that bar spin to no-hander and save up enough speed for that truck driver to double tail whip. No problem at all. Pat Casey riding the sunset.
Now again, if you're just joining us, the best possible run score you can get out here tonight is a 10. We have 5 judges in the booth. They're operating off of a 1 to 10 scale. We're averaging those 5 scores together. So that'll put Pat Casey up there at 4th, not in the top 3 position, but it moves up quite a bit as we bring back in Alex Colborn.
Alex Colborn needing a big score to take this thing home tonight.
Well, he's looking at a podium spot as of right now.
360 triple tail whip into a truck driver to 360. This is an insane trick right here on that last set. That's like dream trick land. These guys are these guys are not kidding around today. Look at this first set. He had to have a lot of speed. He saw what Pat Casey was doing, landing flat. So he does an off-access backflip with a bar spin. No problem. Lands perfect on that first set. Plenty of room for a triple tail whip 360 on the second set there, but landed high enough to get that truck driver to 360. So essentially he's doing a 720 with a bar spin. Nice work. 3 perfect landings in a row right there. And that'll bump him up to the top spot. A new leader. He overtakes Daniel Sandoval. The UK's Alex Colborn sitting in the top spot as of right now. Huge. I said he needed a big score, and he did. He put it together.
All right, well, Mr. Sandoval is going to have the chance to answer back. He's been bumped down to 2nd. Do not count this gentleman out. He's got some explosive combo tricks.
He started with his front wheel already down the landing, so he didn't have enough speed, so that way he could do that big laid-out front flip. Wow. Kid putting it together.
Do you think that's going to be enough, TJ, to take that top spot back for Mr. Colborn?
I'm not too sure with the degree of difficulty on that first set. Big laid-out front flip. I can't tell you how much I love that trick. Landed perfectly on the landing to downside tail whip to bar spin. Perfect. Landed awesome on the landing. And then that was a truck driver to double tail whip, which is a 360 bar spin, double tail whip out. Lands perfect pedals, perfect execution. I gotta say, very close.
So an 8.56, so he is not going to overtake Alex Colborn with that second run. However, he is looking at a podium finish as of right now, but there's still There's still 5 more riders left to go. Colton Walker sitting down there in 6th place, but this guy's been pushing the progression of ramp riding lately.
So much talent on the deck. That's a backflip bar spin to tail whip. Oh, 360 double tail whip the truck driver, no problem. Then he pulls off that tail whip. I think that was a bar spin or an X-up, I'm not sure. I gotta see on the replay because it was just way too fast.
I think that might have been the trick that did him into the first run. We'll have to see.
A la the dirt jump legend Cam White with that backflip bar spin to tail whip. Then he does a 360 double tail whip to bar spin. And then does a bar spin tail whip.
Oh, look at the right
same
hand.
Jump.
Fumbling for the grip, TJ. Did you see that?
Look at his right foot on the crank arm right there. He doesn't even give a care. He's barely making it, no brakes.
Oh my
Insane
goodness, a 9.22. So we have another lead change here in round number 2. Remember, this is the second and final round here. So Colton Walker takes over the top spot. So now it's Walker, Colborn, and Sandoval on that bubble spot for the podium. And we still have 4 riders left to go as we bring back in Colton Satterfield.
These guys are just feeding off each other now. Dave Mira, 360 backflip. No-hander. Oh, Colton just couldn't get it done. That was a 360 backflip no-hander. That was a beautiful first set. Just couldn't get it done. These guys are feeding off each other though now. You see everybody's going a little bit bigger and a little bit higher now. So that's what BMX is all about, was when you see your friend go and do something real good, you want to go in there and do something real good, and that's exactly what these guys are doing.
All right, we're down to our final 3 qualifiers from the semifinals, and all 3 of these guys are on the outside of the top 3 looking in. This is Logan Martin.
Logan Martin with a backflip tail whip. He wanted something else there, but into a triple tail whip, into a front flip tail whip. Now this is perfect execution. So depending on the DOD score, which is the degree of difficulty, we'll see if this guy moves up. And that was a very good run.
And he had the slip up on that front flip tail whip in the first run.
He wanted something else on that backflip tail whip to something. It was going to be something. So then he did a triple tail whip instead on that second set.
I went quad. That was 4 times
whip,
around. That was a quad whip.
Oh my God.
A quad whip into a front flip tail whip. Are you kidding me,
We might
TJ?
just saw our new leader right now.
We've already had a couple of lead changes here.
This quad whip.
It's insane. It happens so fast.
Oh
so
my
God.
God.
9.22 or better. He gets an 8.82. So that'll bump Sandoval out of the top 3. Put Logan Martin in second. So now it's Walker, Martin, and Colborn with 2 riders left to go. This is Nick Bruce, your second place qualifier out of yesterday's semis.
Needs a massive score. Nick Bruce coming out of Ohio. I never met anybody from Ohio I didn't love. 360 backflip no-hander. Oh my goodness. This guy, what is he doing? Look at him, he's made of bricks, this guy. He takes the hardest slam you've seen all day, and just no big deal for him.
You have to see the slow-mo what happened in that last hit.
Tuck no-hander, no problem. Lands perfect speed and does a triple tail or double tail backflip into...
Did he try to windshield wiper that back?
He tried to do a 360 double tail whip to windshield wiper back.
That's insane.
The last second, that was so big. Man, Nick Bruce, this kid is the future. Watch out for this kid.
So he's not going to bump up there, obviously, with the fall. So that brings our top qualifier out of the semis here. Will he be able to overtake the lead from Colton Walker? That's a pretty high score. He's looking at a 9.22. So here we go. This is the final run here for BMX Triple Hit. This is Brandon Lupos out of Australia.
Brandon Lupos doing a double tail whip backflip, no problem. Into a 1083. Oh my gosh, 3 spins on the second set, no problem. Lands a little bit long and just couldn't get that front wheel down. I would have loved to see what was going to go down on that third set.
How crazy is that? We talked about progression. Guys are doing 1080s, which used to be a finisher trick, and they're doing it in the middle of their runs.
Man.
So let's check in with the third member of our crew, Lorette Nickel, who's down there on the floor with our winner. Lorette?
You guys, thank you so much. Colton Walker, congratulations. What an amazing and unique competition that we have going on here. How did you get through it?
I had all my runs planned, and then that one worked out good. The first one didn't go so well, but I know I had a second run, and I did it, and I pulled it, and that's one of the most amazing feelings ever, when you have something in your head and you do it. So I can't be thankful enough. I'm healthy, and I pulled my run together, and I managed to take the win. So I can't even speak right now. I'm so excited. But.
Well, a lot of energy from this crowd. When did you use them to fire you up?
Just up there, like just hearing them like cheer for everybody, and they're just the energy. Like you can feel the energy. Like just them push you, and you just want to do better, and you do the best you can. And I'm happy that I can pull it and do well. So
Congratulations, guys. A little bit lost for words, but don't go anywhere because FMX Freestyle coming up.